This is episode 8 of this Factorio Space Age spoiler-ridden Deathworld Marathon Let's Play. I have two main goals of things I want to do today. The silo, for which we are going to research. We finished all the other tech we'd queued up in the previous episode, and we've got all the precursors done. The rocket silo is right here. Do we even want to get Lab Research Force first? Now, let's just get right into the silo. It'll be fine. Number one is silo. Number two is quality. I don't really understand quality yet. Don't tell me. We're going to figure out the game by playing the game. We have, got an assortment of these high quality things, which we are going to use to hopefully craft some armor, which will be the armor we use to go to space in theory. Hopefully. Let's just run around and grab all this stuff to start with. We've got this kind of disastrous spaghetti mall, which is currently fully backed up. Should we not be using this stuff? Are we not? Oh yeah, because research was stopped while we were doing some other things, and then we are now just slightly unclogging this belt, and it's fine. Maybe we should have more labs. We still have a problem that we aren't getting enough material through here. Maybe... Oh, we actually took away the buffer, didn't we? We put that straight on the belt, never mind. We are kind of limited at the amount of materials we can get into this red and green section of the base. Oh, well, it'll be fine. I also wanted... Yeah, let's see if we can put this in the disaster mall as well. The other small quality... Not quality related thing, but the thing that I wanted are lamps, which are not too tricky to make. We might be able to find... I mean, you could even change one of these assemblers. Oh, here's a... Do we want to move the pipes assembler? I don't really want to move the pipes assembler. Could we use the... Yeah, let's reuse the fast inserters assembler for... Now we're going to use the pipes assembler. We're going to use the pipes assembler and feel bad about it. And we're going to make lamps. We asked for lamps previously. We didn't ask for lamps. And people have pointed out that we should have lamps. Is that what they say? They actually requested visibility mods in so that they could see what was going on at night, and instead of that we are going to do lamps, because we are still just going to do all the basic what you get in retail space age stuff, but being able to see what's going on would be cool, so we can have some lamps. We've now got a small number of lamps. We're going to do more of this later and then not worry about it. But yeah, we are going to do rocket silo things, we're going to do blue science things. I am now realizing that with this many labs, 14 assemblers, all of which have been slowed down because of the speed penalties of both productivity and quality. We're not quite doing the quality stuff yet, are we? Well, at least we're doing the rocket silo set stuff we said we wanted to do. Can we fit another 4 in here? We might not be able to. We cannot fit another 4 in here, but we could fit another 3 in here pretty happily. So let's do that. All of that can go like so. Or do we just do another 2? Let's do... Yeah, we're going to do another 2. It's going to be fine. Do we want quality or productivity with these? I guess we want productivity. I think are we doing anything with quality with these guys now? I'm not sure we are. I think we actually want to swap a bunch of these from quality ones to productivity ones, because we are thinking about making rockets and making rocket launches more effective. We are going to leave a bunch of quality things around. Some of these are going to keep quality so that we can, continue to get things like the armor we are about to build. Other things that happened last episode and in between is we did straight up die over here at some point. It was pretty unfortunate. I think it was killing this base. We died here. It was pretty grim. We actually used the cars we put by the crash site to go and recover our corpse. And we've put those back in case we die again. Hopefully we don't. We now have some nice Roboport coverage and some nice walls. and all of this is in the same network. Bots are asking for pumps, but it is the same network with a whole lot of bots, so it doesn't really matter. We are now super safe on 3 out of the 4 sides of our base. This we're going to have to worry about because we will be taking expansions in a bunch of places. We're already getting attacked. The copper also got attacked and does not have particularly good defenses, but it does have roboport coverage. So, old school defensive patterns. We have a deletion planner which will delete all of the whatchamacallit, the landmines when we're done with it. So that's going to be easy. And then we also have nuclear power fully running. We haven't given it all 3 reactors yet. I have a reactor in my inventory. We have circuit conditioned this stuff so that we are being somewhat lean with the fuel, even though it doesn't really matter because we got like more than we need. Yeah, this is why we need lights in the base. I don't think I want. I think we're going to keep roboports on this hotbar. We're going to put lights here because we have the lights now. And you know what we should have lit up? We should have the nuclear power plant lit up because it is nice. So let's take this. It'll actually lock easier if we grab sets of 3, won't it? And then we should be able to find out. Okay, maybe. Yeah, just the 4 around each large pole will be... Okay, each medium-sized pole. This I still regard as quality stuff because we are improving the quality of the base, even if we are not, you know, hashtag... that one's going to make me sad. Hashtag underscore actually making quality items yet. Rocket Solar Tech is pushing along nicely. Yeah, we are now doing this stuff, which is what we wanted. The idea of the quality is we've unlocked power armor. We need a couple of these things at quality. We in particular need red chips at quality. We need 40 red chips at quality. And so... 40 blue chips at quality, which is a thing we have. And I believe if we select a recipe... actually, there's where I think we need to change... Oh, hey, these guys. Cool, good job. Maybe that works, maybe it doesn't. We need to change this quality to uncommon and blue chips, and then we need to feed in the uncommon circuits which we have. Do bots actually have missing materials for construction? Do we have a whole lot of... Yeah, I think we're just going to recover some of these... Yeah, that feels pretty bad. Never mind. Not these ones. Specifically use the deletion planner for this. As long as they're not digging too far into the build, then... Oh, they're destroying modules. You guys. I did change my user settings so that I can actually change weapons now without... Yeah, without activating the map view. The map view is still the standard M, and then tab is swap weapons. So yeah, then I guess we don't need these ones anymore. Oh well. Yeah, reasons why we need to go and destroy dudes in different places of the base. Okay, let's also... No, we can do that in between. So we need uncommon electronic components, which we have. We need advanced circuits, uncommon, which we have. And how do we get... There's no quality on acid. I like that. That was a question I had. I had no idea how that was going to work. So that is good because we don't need a whole lot of blue circuits. And blue circuits in mass are not a thing we are doing right now. What we are doing right now is nasty temporary hacks, as opposed to the other times we've been doing nasty temporary hacks. Blue chips at uncommon. Rotate that so you get the acid, put it here so you get the acid, and then... Is that true? I don't think I actually want 2 of these. I think I only want 1 of these. And we are going to give it boxes and inserters in and out. And the reason why I only want 1 of these is we're going to give this guy productivity. We're only going to get 3 uncommon blue chips out by giving it all of the uncommon stuff. And then, actually, what productivity do we have? 8%? As long as we make 12 of these, we get a free one. I don't actually think that's going to be necessarily enough, is it? Okay, we're going to have another box over here in which we're going to throw the rare stuff. And then, yeah, I've got the nuclear reactor that bots will want at some point. Yeah, we have uncommon processing units. How many of these things do we need? We're not doing that. We need the steel, we need the batteries, we need, yeah. So uncommon steel is the next thing we need to really worry about. And then actually also uncommon red chips, although maybe we also do a rare thing for some of these solar panels because we do have a couple of rare red chips. In any case, that is the first part of that we wanted to do underway. I had these just regular common quality things, yeah. And then for the other part, uncommon steel is a thing we still need to consider quite carefully. Do I want to leave anything else over here? I don't. And there's a thing I need to set up before. Oh yeah, let's talk about this garbage first as well. We got rid of the old power plant because we didn't need it, except that this is still the water supply into the concrete and the acid and all of that kind of stuff. So while we're here, I guess we go from having more offshore pumps than we needed to so many more offshore pumps than we needed. And that's going to, yeah, hopefully reconnect the water supply. I think this one... Yeah, so that all connects. The petrochem is kind of off because gas is full. It's fine. We will hopefully be creating... Yeah, we are going to be creating new drawers of stuff. Yeah, then we're going to go and set up a new kind of mall over here based on electric furnaces. So I've got a thing to do before then. I'll see you in a bit. We are doing some science, not just because we're progressing the rocket silo. There's a new pop-up that I was not expecting. Science per 60 minutes, 66. Remaining time estimate, 41 minutes. Cool. Space age things. You just mouse over different things and get new information that you didn't realize was there. Fantastic. That's not the science I was talking about. I was talking about doing an experiment to try and figure out quality. I have an idea of a thing I want to try. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Then we figure out why it didn't work and we maybe learn something about the game systems. We've got 1% quality in all of these mining drills, which I think means maybe we can even find an example on the belt of getting an uncommon quality ore. Maybe. We'll see, hopefully. So let's put some smelting together and see if we can smelt this with quality in mind and get a useful thing out of it. Let's do a new smelting blueprint. Let's go 2 of these guys. I don't have long-handed inserters, but it's fine. Double long-handed. Normal power pole? Maybe. I think we're going to blueprint this without the belt, and then the same thing here, so that we need to go with inputs and outputs. So the top belt is... We've done this around the wrong way. Yeah, this bottom belt needs to be the input, and this one is, you know, something like that. And then also more of these. We're going to use this as, yeah, and then we're going to do this with different belts probably. But this is going to be the base of our new smelter block. We're going to put 1 speed and that one on the ground. Interesting. I guess we're going to do it this way around. 1 speed and 1 prod in each of these things. Then when we do a block of this that is 10 long... this is going to be close enough to a full lane of smelting, as it turns out. Or at least, if Space Age hasn't changed the numbers, we're just going to go with it and find out. Yeah, plus 15% crafting speed, 4% productivity. That's going to end up about, for 10 furnaces, more or less what we will get for 12, which is, yeah, full belt of material. We are going to blueprint this as our new smelting pattern. And let's put it on hotbar 7. Let's have just a whole lot of useful blueprints on hotbar 7. But then this is actually going to be the quality example. So speed modules turn into quality modules, and prod mods turn into quality modules. Choosing all of these each time I do this is going to be a little bit of a pain. This is going to go on this section of the hotbar, and yeah, we're going to get all this quality in here. Actually, I hope I do not see a recipe. I do not see a recipe, which is good. Which means that, yeah, if these are 2 belts and spoilers, they're going to be 2 belts, and we should just be able to put them right next to each other. We should... Does this fit? Does this fit between these? It does not quite fit between the... It fits between the power poles. Sure, this is all going to be spaghetti anyway. And then do we just want to have more smelting here for more of this copper? I think we possibly do. Let's go up to 3 belts, which can go here, and then the yellow belts that we run through, these are already too long, aren't they? 15 long, whatever. Yeah, grab... Yeah, we also have somewhere, and we should probably put these blueprints down as well. This is not a thing I need anymore, but we have a pure efficiency module mining blueprint, which is going to go here, and a blueprint of... That is the efficiency one. That was, yeah, this one that we put down is not the pure efficiency one, it's the quality one. And then in case we want mining of, yeah, lower pollution, that one. And then, like, I think we're just gonna not even bother with sorting these things, in the sense that, not that one, the quality one. Starting here, 6, 7. How would we get this? That's how we would get that miner on the other side. And then if we also put one of these here with a little bit of power, I think these are likely to be 3 full belts of stuff, especially with the mining productivity we have, and we're just not going to worry about it. The lower one is the input. And we haven't put belts through the middle in the blueprint because in various circumstances we could do this with undergrounds. I think we'll probably be done with this by the time beacons are here, but we could like beacon it. We could do a like double set of it and have red belt in the middle. All of that is as yet unset. But the thing we do know is, number one, that's in the wrong place. And these are all full belts of material, so we're not even going to bother compressing this. Maybe we deal with this later when some of these run out, but I think we are also far enough away. 10k, so some of the 10ks might work, some of the 3ks might be a bit of an issue, but we've also got mining productivity 2 and 215 miners in that line, so we've also got this stuff in the wrong place, so that's super cool. This one's going to turn, we're going to get rid of all of this stuff to here. Bots apparently don't have generic storage? I'm sure I got... Oh no, we're just waiting for these bots to remove these things so these bots can... Yeah, okay, sure, fine. Because the plan here is... I was wondering whether or not electric furnaces had recipes, because hoping they do not have recipes, this means that we can just roll what is a sushi belt of ore, because it is hopefully mixed normal and uncommon quality, although we might have to go a little while before we find any of those. And then some of these furnaces, yeah, these furnaces will just pick up whatever ore is there. We're going to have to be more careful with steel, but yeah, we will get some... Yeah, we don't need this. We will hopefully get some amount of rare copper, or some amount of normal copper, mostly normal copper, and we're getting, what, 2% quality here and 1% quality from the electric mining drill. So I'm expecting about 3% of the copper coming out of this thing to be of uncommon quality, and then 1% times 2% to maybe be rare quality, I don't know. We are going to have problems because yeah, here's some uncommon quality copper, which is, yeah, sure, fine. So what did I want to do with this? I wanted to get I also wanted to get... The thing is, we're looking for copper, enough copper to make solar panels, which also needs steel, which also needs electronic circuits. We need enough copper to be doing this a whole bunch of times. It's actually mostly interesting. Most of the copper we have to turn into steel. I thought we needed more of the copper for solar panels. Apparently not. But the offshoot we're going to do with the rest of the copper is, I think we're just going to leave an assembly here to remember it. We're going to turn the rest of this copper into LDS, which means we need steel and we need plastic. I may as well just do this at normal, who knows? This is simplified by the fact that down here we have some coal, we have a train onto which we are putting gas, so we're going to need a station for that. And then down here we're going to have to do a similar thing to the smelting we've just done. And maybe we get 3 belts out of copper out of this, out of mixed quality. I think I want all the LDS to be made at normal quality, because I don't think it's going to be reliable enough to get anything done with quality yet. And then we're just going to, belt all the stuff out. How are we going to get this? How are we going to filter this for... well, okay, first of all, are we seeing mixed quality stuff come out? There's occasionally so there is a piece of normal quality ore on this belt. There's bits of uncommon quality copper coming out, which is nice. Okay, but let's go and see if we can do the same kind of setup for... Maybe. Let's do something else at the same time, because this belt of copper here is... these guys are not particularly well defended. This belt of copper is a bit dumb and should feel silly. What we want to do is, because it's also a belt, we're going to kill that bit, and we are going to drop in the mining blueprint that will straight mine it onto another belt. Like so. Is that the right way? Yeah, it is. And then this belt can be the belt that actually wants to plug in down here. So that's fine. Do we have a splitter, and can I... Actually, we're already running this in here, so that's also fine. We can just bring... not like that. I did actually want a splitter, because we need to be able to say this wants to filter for copper plates on the right. And when we do that, we need to bypass all of this, and then also put another splitter here. There. And then this needed the copper plate filter. That's pretty important. Don't put that stuff in... Don't put that stuff in my furnaces. And then these ones were also the speed and prod mod version, so that's fine. And we are upgrading our smelting so that we can have electric smelting instead of copper smelting. And then send those straight through, and this copper we can replace here later as well. We can actually put it here at this point, couldn't we? I think we want to blast both those mining lanes later, yeah. Okay. Gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do here as well. And then also, is the iron actually the same? I'm not sure the iron is the same. And then also, can we get all of this done without getting attacked and needing to pivot to that? I think we are just getting one belt of stuff out, which is... Do we want one belt of stuff? Do we want more than one belt of stuff? Because the other thing I'm thinking is, as we are replacing this smelting, we are belting all this stuff over. This would also be the time that we would replace... It's going to be easy to replace later when we do the same kind of thing. Let's get this steel thing done first. Cool, we can do that without a bot job. Yeah, so we're getting... In this case, we are getting 1% quality per miner, but also this other row is also quality, and we are filtering off any of the quality stuff. So everything over here should be uncommon quality, and then we need to smelt this kind of twice. So, where are we putting? I guess we're putting the trains to the left of this, because we are going to need trains to get this back in. We can have a whole pile of trains over here and a whole pile of processing over here. We're going to make a spaghetti mess. It's going to be fine. Which side? This is the one that's in. Okay, fine. In that case, we need to want to move all of this by one. And we missed the power poles. Set that here. So this we are going to turn into this. That's going to be turning things into iron plate and connecting them, and then Roboport, I guess, here. Do we have a lot of bots in the network now? We should have a lot of bots. The reason why we have here 1,800, the reason why we have all of these Roboports in the middle is just so that they've got all the charging space they need as they're flying backwards and forwards, building all this stuff for us. And also having enough places to live, because we did ask for a lot of bots. Yeah, generous colonialist engineer solves homeless bot problem. Merely in return asks for unending unpaid service until death. We want more of this, but maybe less of it, in the sense that this line coming out, we do want to turn into steel, but I think we have to remember that we actually put these, yeah, we're going back to basic items at this point, sure. We've got to filter out the different kinds of iron and things first. So one of the things we want is steel, because we want to be able to have the steel for this LDS, which we have still not set up. Should we just set up an LDS blueprint and have bots working on there? I think we might. Low density structure. What does this look like? I think we do 2 of these guys in. We don't need to worry about insertion speed, do we? This is just a slow recipe. We need a lot of copper. 2 copper on the inside, mixed plastic, steel on the outside, but then where does the output go? I think we're just going to do a thing of copper through the middle, copper and plastic through the middle, steel on the outside. This, not those. V, yes, still not used to how those keys work. So copper in the middle, plastic, copper, power. Do we want... No, because this is just the build we are doing for... This is not even a long-term build. This is just a build we are throwing together for LDS now. Yeah, I'm still going to F and G for all of this copying and pasting stuff. Okay. But we don't even want this here, though. What we want is... so if we have some plastic over here, we can have LDS in here or something heading generally towards the train. Let's actually do this as a tiling blueprint. Can we... If we had 2 of these... No, if we had 2 of these, they would not fit. Let's... would these fit underneath... Yeah, ways you can tell we're not actually doing a city block base. None of this stuff is designed to fit with each other. This is all just straight up, hey, can I have some Roboports so that I can have bots helping me build stuff? That's all that is. How many is it? 20? I think 20 is the correct number. Is this... This is not in the way. So we're going to run these guys down. We're going to get this stuff in here. So we've got a belt of plastic, and then this one can also run through here. And then we're also going to want a belt of plastic. We've got a plastic plan. It looks something like this. We've also got the coal right there. It's as if we had a plan for doing exactly that. Plastic part 1, plastic part 2. Yeah, this is going to be another thing where we say sorry to the bots and move this again slightly. Oh, well, what else do we need this coal for? Do we need this coal for anything? That's not the right place. It goes here. Walls taking damage is a thing we are fine with. Okay, how to put stuff on both sides of a belt. followed by, we want to go in here. Is that an angle that I'm happy with? So that should give us a full belt of plastic, connect some of this stuff up. Do we... Yeah, I don't think we're going to do LDS at quality yet. We just want to get... We also need to get the gas in here, which is fine. I don't know if that needs to be belt balanced, but it is now. I mean, how many mining drills was that? 39? It's more than a belt. It's going to be fine. I don't think we're doing... This is only using half a belt. I don't actually think I care. Oh wait. Very importantly, we've got to figure out how we're getting the uncommon and rare quality stuff off that. But it's also fine, because all we wanted to do there was figure out how we were getting... steel, and it's not going to go there, is it? It's going to go... What is this? This is... This is not even copper for the LDS, this is copper for some other thing. The steel can just do its own thing completely. Okay, and then some of these guys need power. That's got power, this has got power, it doesn't have gas. The LDS will come out the side here. Like so, and then we just need to put steel in, and these guys need to get their gas. Okay, and we have kind of distracted ourselves from not actually sorting out... Oh, cool. We took the wrong output line. That is always nice. Can you guys have the stuff? And we're already getting rare iron out, which is a thing I wondered if that would happen. Can you guys just take... Yeah, this is making all of the hand feeding more difficult. Oh, well. Does that mean we're probably getting... If we're getting rare iron ore, we are going to also be seeing rare iron plates. Especially as these guys I did with the wrong blueprint. We need these guys to be quality, because we want quality stuff coming up, but it also kind of doesn't matter. These guys in the same place. And then I don't know if we actually have landmines, so bots can just do that, and we're going to hope the beeping stops. Yeah, so a similar kind of thing, except without... Let's go back to what should be the blueprints hotbar. Only half as much, and also with the speed and productivity, I think we just do this much of a thing. And these do link, so that's nice. We're going to ignore the beeping, it's probably fine. We specifically want iron plates of the normal kind on the right. And that is the only kind of steel plate we want to put in here. But actually we also only want to put part of it in there, because we've got to do, like... Where are the bots that are... Someone should be putting some landmines down, right? This is a thing we're taking care of. I believe in you guys. You can get it done? You can get it done. Whereabouts are they attacking from? And should we also just have... And I don't think we have this many landmines around. One of these guys here. Things that will be ugly that we will solve later. We're not getting attacked here. So we're going to go down to one row of landmines, and are we actually... Yeah, we're out of steel for the landmines, aren't we? Oh, never mind. Things we are not going to worry about until later. Yeah, so we're going to put some of the steel in here, which is going to get processed with quality? I think we can process the steel with quality, can't we? Because we will get an assortment of steel out, but that's fine. And then... The detail, the important detail, is that, yeah, we have... Maybe we can also just put it here. This... Actually, no, because it needs to be the not quality version of... Does it need to be the not quality version of the steel? I don't think it does. This can go here. And instead of the strictly iron plates going in, okay, we still need to, was this any, it's specifically normal quality iron plates. Good. And then we need, I think I still filter off the rare. I think we've got to get specifically iron of the uncommon quality on the right, on the left. Left is slightly better, because then we can go underground here and here. And this is the feed for this. Oh, actually, we've got these. We're never going to need all this, are we? There's no way that we get this much uncommon, having said that we're expecting 3% out of this stuff. There's no reason that we need all of this. With that in mind, we're not going to put it down here at all, because these undergrounds be a little bit ugly. We're just going to do it, yeah. We're just going to go up this. It's actually going to be the same pattern here, so we can have, yeah, the splitter, I wanted the bots to have that. Some of the steel we can, some of the iron we can stand down here, we're going to get some amount of uncommon steel out, which is fine and intended. And then over here, we're not going to need quite so much of that. Do we want rare steel? I don't think I want to bother with rare steel. What was this? Yeah, and this just needs to oh yeah, we're filtering it out down here. Do I want, actually I do want some amount of uncommon iron out of this as well, because we want to be making uncommon green chips to be able to make uncommon solar panels, to be able to make uncommon portable solar panels, which I want for my gear. So maybe we do have to do that as well. Give me all this stuff for now. Do I have these things? Do I have the quality modules? And the reason we are making this specifically only one quality is I don't know how this works when... Actually, let's try it now. Yeah. So I think in a similar way to what we saw on the red chips, if we like, steel is an interesting one where the recipe itself needs like 5 plates or whatever that all have to be of the same quality. So we are sending specifically only one quality of iron plate into this part of the steel, and specifically one kind of iron quality plate into this part of the steel. These guys are... Yep, sure, that's all fine. And then we will have a mix of qualities and then also some rare iron plate to deal with as well. Oh wait, I think I do just smelt all of this. I think we take this iron plate that is rare, or that is, yeah, not quality, and we just... How many of these did we... Yeah, it was less than a belt, but it was a pile of quality, wasn't it? So this is the steel that we want to, first of all, push into the LDS. So I guess we are going to have regular quality steel on one side, and then do a map view thing and just run this over here, and we put this belt in a place where it's going to collide with the coal. That was silly. It's fine. Things are pretty normal. Okay, but this looks like... Okay, if we could get these guys powered, and then bots are still having some jobs. Bots over here, we don't have the landmines that we want. We wanted to solve that problem differently. All these guys are done, which means that a large portion of this stuff can just disappear, which is nice. Oh, this was always part broken. The biters broke this a while ago, and we didn't get around to it, so that's nice. All of this can be simplified. Yeah, I think the trains we're sending back here are going to be bulk green chips, which means we could do a productivity thing for green chips, sorry, a quality thing for green chips down here, which also means that, yeah, next to this LDS, all we want to do is be... Yeah, we just want, in a similar way to what we figured out about this stuff, like hopefully down here we have a variety of kinds of steel coming out. Oh no, these are all waiting for their quality modules. None of those have quality upgrades yet. But over here we have quality steel, and then also some portion of the regular iron, which we want to turn into the... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with this yet. As in, we're getting this quality of iron out. I think what we do is we take this filter, and the processing we're going to think about happening over here, because the copper's over here, and we put it here. And then we have a belt of stuff, which currently contains a variety of things. And then on that belt of stuff, we do more sushi. So this belt can also just dump on this belt here. This one can go on the inside. We are having mixed grade iron, mixed grade steel, mixed grade all kinds of things, and then a plain belt which can also just run in this direction. I will run on the belt that already exists because it will be faster. So we've got steel, we've got iron, we've got this stuff filtered. Only the iron of the correct quality is what's going into the LDS, which we want. This is probably fine. Oh, these guys have gone around the other side. Okay. I think I go kill those guys, because that's a normal response to this kind of thing, and meditate upon what we're doing with that pattern, because I think it's a thing that I like. Yeah, forests are in the way, and I think I've learned something about quality, and I think I am planning on just not putting enough stuff of high quality on that belt. The biters are probably just chewing their way through the row of gun turrets. They did not. I know not where they have gone. Did they run into the other landmines? Maybe. Sure, whatever. Okay. We will wander over here past all of these trains who aren't really doing much. I am going to take this steel over to the landmines so we get a whole lot more landmines. I think also at this point I'm expecting to have more... Yeah, we've got more high quality mods. So I think I would like more high quality prod mods, and then also I should figure out what to do with these high quality prod mods. Like, it makes no sense to have these like strictly better modules in places that aren't really doing anything, and then I need to figure out which places... Actually, are all these guys still struggling? I think they are, which means I think we take... First of all, let's just take this whole thing and flip it. Are these guys? Yeah, those guys are dealing with the gun turrets. Yeah, we are going to have this thing. We want this quality, and then also this quality, and then we want this upgrade planner for quality 1 modules of normal quality into quality 1 modules of uncommon quality, and then hit this planner here. These guys are a little bit sad. We don't want to be throwing grenades around the place. Where are we putting... These are... Yeah, these have been a little bit weird. We need... actually, can we have... We can have one of these guys here, and then this one will skip over it, which is fine, and then we can just also put it in there. Okay, so as soon as we get these other upgrades, we can do that, and then I also wanted to wave, and I don't expect that we will get all of these, but these ones also seem to be the things we need to upgrade quality with, and then we're getting a decent number of rare bots, so that's pretty nice. Okay, did I have a car here? I did have a car here. How many of these guys have we got? 37. 37 is a decent number. I was taking some stuff to landmines. We're also just going to run around and kill a bunch of dudes. I'm presuming that no trains are coming, and we reversed badly and it was fine. Okay. Please. Yeah, sure. Okay. Where are weird expansions and weird directions? Yeah, this is the bit where I was hoping we would be able to expand in a particular way, and we could not. Unlimit half the steel, get back in there, unlimit the rest of the steel. I'm noticing that I have... Okay, so left click also does not throw qualities of other items that we're not necessarily using. That is also interesting. Did we... we did speed module these? Yeah, how are we doing on gas? Gas is also fine. Okay. I don't know if bots have enough repair packs, whatever. Are we going to... Yeah, I think we're going to have a little interlude while I kill some of these dudes. Is that true? That's not true. We don't have the landmines to kill those dudes yet. And we're just going to be cheeky and say, you know what? These... That's not a box that bots can get to, but these ones will be. We don't have the landmines there yet. Bots do have those things, so that's fine. And then we just want more landmines over here because they're coming in the direction. Let's also do the thing where, like, we can... But this only works with ghosts or something. I was hoping that we would be able to Z some ammunition into these things and have bots turn up and do it. Does it work if... No, there's some way to get ammunition into the ghosts, which we won't worry about. We will try and make this mall thing work, and then come back and just straight up destroy a bunch of dudes. Almost drove into some power poles there, didn't. Is this doing more or less what we expected? I think we're just going to be backed up on... Yeah, I think we're going to be backed up on the wrong kinds of iron, which is fine. Okay, because we also have a method, yeah, 84% of the silo done. We are just populating this thing with steel, which means these guys also got their steel, which is great. We don't have... Bots don't have chem plants. Do I have chem plants? I do not have chem plants. Okay, fine. I don't even think we've automated those yet. It's okay. Sure. So, I think we just do a pretty basic thing of... Yeah, we're gonna push this to one side. We're gonna have anything greater than normal quality is this filter that we are going to use a bunch of times. What is the best way of doing this several times for several belts? This goes in, actually it's going to be underground, isn't it? Undergrounds are obviously going to be the answer to these questions. We're presuming these things have full belts on them because we're mining and smelting full belts, but whatever. Copy this, put it here. This pattern is going to work like so. Okay, I'm happy that that worked out well enough, and then we can just have, like, we shouldn't be getting much quality out of this. We should be getting a bit, but, you know, not an amount to get excited about. But we do want to kick this out. Not that, I just wanted to delete that piece of belt. And then we should have a belt of purely normal iron. We should have a belt of upgraded iron and rare stuff. And then through here, we've also got another belt of just regular iron, which I think we're going to use for blue chips. And then this one should be weird fancy copper. And we now have to combine all of these here to get the things that we want. And I don't think we are going to get a pattern that we are happy with, but it's fine because we are going to maybe wagon craft some stuff. If you haven't heard of wagon crafting, it's probably got some other names. People probably do have other names and do more sensible things with it, but basically what it means is this wagon here will have all of the higher quality stuff of several kinds, and also the higher quality stuff of copper, of which there shouldn't be much. We can just fill up this wagon with high quality stuff, gonna be fine. And then we've also got somewhere a belt of copper. One of these is, yeah, one of these down. Let's also see if we can find on this any upgraded items, because we should not be able to find upgraded items. I think this also needs to be half a belt, right? Because the recipe is 4 to 1. We've built a full belt of plastic, but we're only ever going to be using a quarter of the copper, and we're putting 2 belts of copper in, so we're only going to be putting, yeah, whatever. It's fine, don't worry about it. Ratios are fun, and everyone enjoys them a whole lot. This is going to kick out to the side a little, so that we can just run it underground. And then we have over here 2 belts of material. I think we just need to run this copper one through here. And then we want to turn, basically, this entire belt. This one here is an entire half lane. So actually we could do it here. That's horizontal flip. I want vertical flip. Vertical flip is V. Why am I having difficulty with this? Yeah, I think we just start it here, and then also press G again, because that was also the vertical flip. Also here. These inserters are a source of sadness. Do we have... We have prod mods in all these? I think I actually want... Oh, this is not the same with the correct upgrade planner, is it? We want prod mods normal into quality modules normal, which we also don't have a lot of. It's fine. Quality, and then we should be able to have this copper belt actually runs through here, and then this iron belt we are going to run differently. That will be a surprise. That's not the one we wanted undergrounds for. This normal steel belt, I think we do this LDS thing differently. We grab all of these, and we are going to export both steel and LDS to the main base via different trains. But the way we're going to do it is we combine these. We have a splitter here that says LDS on one side or steel on the other side. Doesn't actually matter. None of these have... Are these even worth prod mods? I mean, it is a slow recipe, but maybe they do deserve prod mods. Let's do this from the map so that we can find somewhere we had a toolbar with all of this stuff, and we can just ghost all of these requests in, and the bots will bring the stuff, and I don't have to use mine. We could quality it. I don't know what else. We are at 92% rocket tech, which means I don't feel bad about opening this up and looking at the other parts we need to build. Yeah, LDS is the thing we need. Steel processing units, concrete. Maybe this is a thing we want to build at quality. I don't know. Space platform foundation. None of these use LDS. Interesting. I was wondering if these were going to be using LDS. In that case, I don't think we build LDS at quality at all at the moment, because all we're going to be doing is just making a pile of rocket parts with it, and we're not making the other things at quality, so I don't think it will matter. You know what's really good? Stack inserters are really good. Stack inserter capacity bonus is a thing that we like to have. What is it? 2, and then 3. This looks like it's a trigger tech. Create a space platform by sending a space platform starter pack to space. And that was one of the things we got here. It happens to be exactly this one, space platform starter pack. We actually need a lot of steel. Maybe we should be building more steel. Good thing we have a pattern for building a whole lot more steel. So we're going to have steel and LDS going to... Yeah, I was going to redo these, wasn't I? We have steel and LDS going onto trains. Actually, yeah, those ones are fine. We can just do this, and it's fine. not these. Actually, the only poles we need are ones on the outside. We have blue chips being made with quality also, which can go to the trains. Do I want to move? I actually want to do... I kind of want to keep this space free of this wagon, because we might want to put more things around this wagon. The reason it's called wagon crafting is we can have assemblers in various places like this, and they can take whatever they want from the wagon and put it back in the wagon. We can also, because wagons are pretty big, throw other things in here like the rare quality chips that I did not bring with me because I left them in a different place. Cool. We'll do that. And like, this setup looks like it's going to fill up, and it probably will, but we're not going to worry about it. What we are going to do is we're going to need some way, probably through here, to get uncommon quality green chips also into this wagon so we can craft things such as where'd they go? Uncommon quality solar panels, of which why you no take. What are you doing? We've got, can we not? Huh. You can't actually grab things from the bottom of the... Okay, so what happens if we do this with long-hand inserters? Okay, so long-hand inserters from the top and bottom of the wagon do work, and then fast inserters from the side, and these are unnecessarily many. It's fine. We just need the uncommon electronic circuits, which we can bring in, but we will also have a source of them here. And in this case, this is going to... yeah, this is going to be one lower by the looks of things. Okay, get this stuff in here. I think we actually left more space than we needed to for all of this. In here, on the inside of that belt. And then on... actually, we needed this 2 down, as it turns out, for reasons that may or may not be apparent. Just a regular splitter here, not controlling for quality or anything. We just want iron on the inside there, and then iron also over here. You sure? Clicked on the wrong thing. Speedrunners hate this one easy trick of clicking on the wrong thing. Do we want to pull... I think at some point we want to be exporting... this one needs to go the other way. At some point we want to be exporting maybe this copper as well, but we are looking to fully use it. And then all... actually not. We're only using 10% of this copper, because all of these... oh no, wait, they are... yeah, these assemblers are going at 90% speed, but also they're still going to be limited by coils because of ratios, yeah. So, this is coming out, and then we wanted a further splitter here, which is going to just have... is it that setting? No, it's not that setting, is it? It's this setting here. Anything quality... not there. Anything greater than normal quality just goes back this way and gets in the wagon, and then we make the solar panels. And then... yeah, that's the plan. We will have a wagon where we have high quality things. We should also be able to set this to personal solar panels at uncommon quality. And we should also be able to set this to power armor at uncommon quality. I think the other thing I like about all of this is you can no longer handcraft this stuff because you can't handcraft with quality. If you want the fancy power armor, you have to use an assembler to set a recipe to higher quality. So that's cool. Things that we like. Okay, We need a number of train stations before this actually does what it needs to. We need to somehow get gas in here. And then it looks like, because of the sort of player I am, that we are going to run gas through... Yeah, we're going to change this... Oh, we can't... Because these inserters... That's a shame. Okay, I guess we're going through here. Because that's the sort of player we are. We also need this gas connection to happen. And maybe we should have a pump somewhere? Here looks like a fantastic place for a pump, which is also things bots are complaining about, because I don't think we've automated pumps anywhere. I don't think we've automated chem plants anywhere. These pumps are pumps we've removed because they weren't super important at the time. Wait, also... This needs to side load, because we are making more than half a belt's worth of green chips. But, those things being said, we should be able to find out that over here we have a belt of LDS, a belt of steel, a belt of green chips. Not a full belt, none of these will be full belts. And somewhere over here... Oh yeah, we already got the steel. The iron I think we're probably mostly using after we're putting half of it into... Yeah, I think we put... You know what, what we really want to do is put iron on a train, because we quite specifically want iron in here from this train. It's kind of what all these scientists are waiting for. Oh well. Some of these guys are dead, some of these guys are all still fine. Let's just make sure that we get the rest of this copper out. Remote view surfaces. Space platforms. That's cool. But I'm not in a position to do anything with that yet. What I need to do is... I mean, kill a bunch of dudes, yes. But also figure out where I left my car, and it's over here. And then we have to get a bunch of rail in here. Are we happy with... Okay, first of all, are we happy with the construction range that bots have? Nearly. Okay, fine. Then we have to build... And we actually need quite a few stations, don't we? We need... Let's just count them via rail and then see if we can remember what they're for and hopefully not just forget them. Because we're also not going to assign these lines to trains yet. We need copper, iron, steel, LDS, green chips, gas. Are those all the things that we are... I think those are the minimum of the things that we are bringing in. And I think by the looks of it... yeah, that's a place that I'm happy just making a mess and starting with these things. Like, what is the turning circle on these trains? Trains can go over there. Sorted. We are in agreement. Bots can build a thing. Do I have... I have one train station. Okay. Clearly the one train station is going to be gas, because that is the thing that we need first. That train station is on the wrong side. This train station will tell us it's invalid because it's next to curved rail. Everything is just so nice in Space Age now. Okay. This is going to be a gas request station, and I think we're going to do this naming convention differently, as in we're not actually going to change the names of the stations. We are just going to add icons before. We're going to put icons at the beginning if it's a request station. As I keep using the LTN technology, it's not actually a request station, it's just a station that receives gas, which means that acid... We didn't actually change it. Grr, fine. Okay. Is this... Yes, this is a station that receives gas because it has gas at the front of the name. And then... that's not what I wanted. I wanted to, I guess, go to the map view. The all the stations that are providing an item, we want to have the icon at the end of... Where's rocket fuel? There's rocket fuel. The end of the name. This is not a good naming convention, where I'm not endorsing this as a thing that will make things easier. We are attempting to do the bare minimum that might work. That was not what I wanted. I wanted this, because this guy needs light oil at the beginning of... I mean, the other acid one, we will be inconsistent and maybe remember to change later. Where is the other light oil? The other light oil one is over here. We could have just left it broken for a while. That would also have been a very on-theme thing to do. And we've got two of them, which means we've got the names right. Great. Okay. We have a small patch where the bots are not actually getting anything in range. Is that... yes, this is going to be a fine place for a roboport. And then I've also just decided we are having another train station here for rocket fuel. Because you know what is a great plan when you've got this many trains is having another train that's bringing train fuel to fuel all the trains. So that's what we're going to do. Do I have these things? No, I don't have any of those things. Okay, bots are just going to have to deal with that later. Do I have signals? I have some number of signals. Good. So, look at that signal markup. Maybe that was a thing that happened all the time. I'm just not used to seeing such a clear demonstration of the engineer's range. Oh well. Did we... You guys have got one uncommon circuit, you've got one uncommon circuit each. There's also a rare circuit in there, which is fine. Maybe we actually set one of those to rare, because we do have a bunch of rare stuff ending up in there. Whatever. Things to deal with later. Yeah, we want to figure out... Oh yeah, remember when we didn't have pumps? And we wanted pumps because... do we have tanks? We do want to be able to unpack 100,000 gas in one go, because that's how big the trains are. Get 2 tanks, put them here, and then 100,000 is going to look like that. And then the pumps that we had, which we also still don't have, get to go here, and then also here. Is that true? That's not true at all. We're going to put this one here. Is that true? Can we move all of these down by 1? We can. We will. It used to be here. We want it here, so that we can move this by 1 and do something like so, with the justification that this tank, we might need a power pole, will be the tank that can serve as the control that will turn on the gas station, because we need this to be enable disable. Request gas when we have less than, say, 15,000 gas. The amount of gas here doesn't really make a big difference. All this does is means that these 8 tanks will be able to receive the entire load from the train, and then we will only turn on the train when not only all of this stuff is empty, but also this tank has some headroom, which will, yeah, it's going to be fine. That's what we're going to do to call these trains in. That train doesn't have a schedule yet. The unevenness of these pipes is annoying me, so we are going to compress all of these by more than that. Particular kinds of OCD. And then I think we are going to have another train. Yeah, that's why I was looking at signals, wasn't I? Because I was thinking about how far apart all these trains were in order to signal them. So this train, how many stations... This train gets 4 carriages because that's, and it actually doesn't need to go, it doesn't need the kind of output it has, but if we put a signal here, this is enough for the 4 trains of this wagon. I think most of the rest of these are going to be, actually some of them are going to be, they're going to be different sizes. Do I have, yes. Do I have this train station? No. Okay, give me this back, Control Z, puts all the settings back as well, which is super nice. This one here is going to be the provides green ship station. Yes. Because that's the one that I want to be moving most of all, and it's got an E on the end because we keep pressing E to close inventories. And this train is going to be, I think, all of the petrochem chains. All of the petrochem trains will get to be basically these trains here, double-headed, different size lengths. Rocket fuel counts as a petrochem train because it's here, and then yeah, different size petrochem trains. It's all fine. The material trains, which is what we're thinking of these as being, have some fuel. Will be depending on the material. Like green chips, we're going to give it 2 carriages. Steel is only so we are not actually snapping to. Okay, you know what we can do? Control Z retains the station name, puts the next one over here. Steel is only going to get 1 carriage because we don't need. I say we don't need that much steel. We were just looking at the rocket silo that needed steel for the loading pads, steel for the space platforms, steel for the space platform foundations, but also still not a lot. Like if we had a wagon filled with steel, I'm still going to do, okay, so steel is also going to be 2 wagons, 2 wagons, 2 locomotives, also rocket fuel fed. Give me half this back. You can have some. Give me half of this back. I think I gave away too much of it there, didn't I? Yeah, I want some of this stuff. These can go nice and fast. We're going to do good things with them. And we are also going to think about, like, the reason I wanted to do that is to figure out where this other signal could be. So we could figure out how far away this next signal could be. But actually I wanted to do this for trains that were 6 long, which means that here is, because if we are pushing out iron and also copper, then we want trains that are 6 long. I think this one might be LTS, which is also going to be only 2 wagons. Yeah, only 2 wagons and 2 locomotives. So this kind of train size. And the reason I wanted to figure that out is because I wanted to figure out if we had another kind of these 2, and then this one is, these ones are 4, which is great. Because it means that, yeah, so that's actually enough for the train. I wanted to figure out how much space I would have to leave here in order to be able to get another train of the same size. And it's just by the tree. Is that where we fit? This does not look like this does not feel like I am solving the problems I want to solve. But this here could come forwards a bit, I think. And that's closer than I like. We're not gonna make our trains too friendly. That is going to be a good distance that gets a 6 long train in there behind, which means we can have multiple trains in each of these places, which is the goal, and then we can have some kind of exit, like so. I think that's all that's drivable. I hope all of that is drivable. And then this can be the input train line, which we're just going to run over here. It's going to be fine. All the stuff is just happy and friendly and two-way. In that sense, all of the trains do get along quite well with each other. Here. And then train signals. I actually chain signals here, because depending on which direction the train goes, it may or may not block itself. And then chain signals asking for permission to get onto the... Is this one? Yeah, chain signals... it's the... But this is also strictly an input side, because we're doing a bunch of one-way trains, so we don't need those chain signals at all. We need regular signals. Do I not have... Yeah, I thought I had regular signals. If you get here, you are on the way in, you can have a section. If you are here, you are also on the way into the thing that is a stacker, basically, for this rail, and you can get in. Where would... And then these things can also just go like here, and... Oh wait, no, we already had one down here. We don't need those at all. This one is going to be the second one. And then we can create a little more space in here. One's up here, so like here is going to be a way to signal these trains. So basically we can have a bunch of trains, and then with all of that sorted out, these trains here, this is actually as far as we need to go to get a second train that is 2 wagons long. So, copy this into the different places. Does train stuff count as actually solving problems? I am not convinced. This, we probably want to hit the diagonal like so. Yeah. This close one is going to be the most annoying, isn't it? And it's going to end up here. Does that connect? I believe so. Does... And then we can just shimmy this one. Actually, this one wants to continue, probably. Dancing. You know what the easiest way to do this is? Get these out of the way. Put the roboport that was on one side of the pole on the other side of the pole. That means that we can then get this guy. Yeah, this is the much better way of doing it. All the way down here and in here. Get rid of all of this nonsense, and then we can have the same curve in the same places, connecting the other things. Okay, so we've got a way to get trains in. I would like to get in the train. I need trains, I need pumps, I need tanks. I can just give bots these things. We also need more signals. I need to bring the other rare and other quality items so we can start making the solar panels. And we also need to get the train of gas. Yes, stations. I need to get the train of gas in here. I am going to attempt to remember all of those things as we run around and do them. And then over here we're also going to have the other rocket fuel train so that we can have ourselves a fuel train. Where is this one going to go? This one is also going to be able to connect to the same place, isn't it? There. Yes. If it turns blue, then... Yeah, all that is gross, but fine. Yeah, I've got a bunch of things to remember to do. I'm going to drive to one place and attempt to remember them and attempt to drive back. The tech is going to progress. Hopefully we don't get attacked. When we do give bots all of these things, we'll be able to set some rail paths, and then we should be making LDS, and... none of that's true, because there is another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to point out that I was going to be using the trains themselves as the buffer system. I don't plan on putting chests here. We're going to do a nasty thing, which I think people will complain about, and I will enjoy, which is just get on the train. Can we have... We can have 6 of these things, and then we can use hotbar 3, item number 2. These... If we set them back a bit more, we're going to connect to the main. That one's now in the way, though. Is it in the way? It's not in the way. All of this is in the way. We want to go here. And then splitter. And underground. And then that splitter is in... Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we are going to have... No, I think I'm actually going to leave this. I think we're going to explain this later and presume that people are horrified by it, and probably explain it later. These are... Did I make this one steel or did I make this one LDS? This one is green chips. Oh, we didn't set the thing. Okay, so also change this to. There are definitely way better ways of doing naming conventions, of which I am not receptive at the moment. But thank you for your input. Get rid of that train, put it back. Do the same trick where we can now change this name to LDS. Part of my goal is to create a somewhat I think there's a double L on the end of the name. I think we didn't go all the way to the beginning of it, and I think here we should put the LDS icon. Part of my goal is to create a factory that has some maintenance challenges and then not care. This should be 4 tiles. We should be able to get from here all the way under that, which is nice, and then we can have the same pattern of the same power poles as well. And now we are... Now we are putting LDS... No, we're putting steel on a train. That's a steel train, isn't it? So we will be putting steel on a train. When we get the gas... We're going to set up the LDS line here as well, and it's going to do a very similar thing. And we are going to... Do we have wagons for this? We don't have... Bots have locomotives. Yes, I have wagons. This guy's not going to get fuel, but never mind. I mostly wanted a space for bots to be able to build this piece of LDS loading train. So we can now load the green chips, load the steel, load the LDS, bring in the gas when we have it. I need to go to the mall and to remember to do a bunch of things. We're going to do some combat as well because those guys were annoying, meaning we should have made landmines. And then we will come back and... We have... this is why, yes. I was worried we had filled up the Wagon craft wagon, but we have not. The problem was that the regular steel was backed up, and we now have a small buffer of steel to move to the steel train, which is an acceptable outcome. I'm going to go get some things from the mall, put some things in different places, come back. Bots should be happily building all of this stuff. Bots are... Yeah, we're using nearly 100 of our bots, bringing all of this stuff out. Yeah, we've got some crafting to do. So we are on the move in the back of a train, but it's fine. Yeah, we've got more cars with us now. We've got another pistol, which is a super fun time. I think we're only going to use the flamethrower. Why are we... Did we leave another... Why are we not having... Oh, that's why. That's quite a good reason why. We would like the bots to also be signaling this stuff out, which is not a great way of handling this, to be fair. In fact, a marginally better, but still not particularly great, would be signaling all of that stuff instead. I don't know that I have signals on me at the moment, but we can also just set this train to manual, drive backwards into the next signal, because I have the... Yeah, because I am in the train, and then we can check that we are not in the way of the thing and send it to the empty cargo inventory station, it will struggle to return to its other station because we haven't connected the output here and the rest of the track is one way, so it can't go that way. It's going to sit there and complain for a bit, but it's going to be fine. We should find that we are now producing all of the plastic we wanted, which is going into the LDS, which is going to be manufacturing LDS. I mean, I can see us being bottlenecked by the amount of steel we make. We're going to have to make steel here. We might just turn all of this into more steel and then turn these into iron plate, which we will also be shipping in because we still need to do that. But overall, and we're also limited by iron, that's not overly a surprise. What is this? Train cannot find path to destination. Yeah, I knew that. Open this train. You can just go back to manual so that you are not complaining for a while. And then can we actually, can we just dump all the exquisite stuff into the wagon craft? Yeah, those are, oh yeah, these are the prod mods that we still haven't figured out what to do with. And can we then get these uncommon things we're just going to grab ourselves to push them in. 37 processing units, and we needed 40? That is mildly frustrating, especially as we have the other things over here, but we don't have the assets, so I guess we're taking these back. Really? We had another 46 blue chips. We had another 46 of these. We have, yeah, that is all. I mean, how many more green chips do we need? We would need another 60 green chips. And over here, we actually only need maybe 40, maybe 60, depending on whether or not, oh, there's already some here, so maybe 50, maybe 70, depending on whether or not this is enough to proc that productivity bonus. That is kind of frustrating. So I guess what I'm doing is taking some of these, yeah, some of these green chips back. You guys, also, I took away the green chips that you wanted. Can we actually check that this works now? If I give you, oh no, wait. These are rare. So the question is, can we force these downgrades? We cannot. That is one of the things that I was wondering about. So in order to make the solar panels we want, and why are you not putting the solar panels in the wagon? Do you not have range on the wagon? Now you have range on the wagon, and now you just need... Okay. We are learning things about wagon crafting and what is accessible and what isn't, but we are at least getting some small number of solar panels. How many do we need? 2, so this is enough for 3 solar panels, and we need more. And then, hopefully, some of these guys are at some point, if we are getting the iron out, got some iron, whatever, getting... Yeah, I don't think we definitely don't need 2 on these batteries, do we? We need 1 on personal batteries at uncommon quality. I don't think I want to give that many away. How many batteries do you need? 5? Yeah, that's going to be 3 personal batteries. That's going to be 2 personal batteries. That is enough personal batteries. This has rare... I think we should not be doing this at all. I think we should change that recipe and go after rare personal batteries, thanks. Because we can. Yeah, and then this guy got the wrong kind of material. Rare personal battery... I think we can get 2 rare personal batteries? I don't have anything else to do with these batteries at the moment, though. Yeah, give me these back. The steel will accumulate. We will get 2 rare personal batteries, which is very exciting. We need, for this guy, another 3 blue chips, which is kind of frustrating. So I guess we're going back to the mall again. That's what was going to happen there. It's a very exciting time. We can take off the modular armor. We've got a suit of power armor. We've got a personal battery, uncommon and rare. We've got 8 solar panels. I really wanted a rare night vision, even though I don't know that this is going to do anything different to uncommon, and we don't have the rare steel, which is a little bit of a shame. Do we even have the rare? I think we just knock out a uncommon night vision. We probably have the steel for this. Or do we not even have? So we have not. We don't have the red circuits to get an uncommon night vision, and we don't have the steel to get a rare night vision. Things that continue to be frustrating. Okay, go back to rare, go back to night vision, have whatever. Let's just dump the rest of the stuff back in, and let whoever wants to build a thing, which is probably, yeah, you're going to take all the uncommon steel, but we wanted rare steel over here, and you're also taking the uncommon red chips, which is fine. Yeah, we just need to, yeah, so we have some better resistances, but we still don't have an exoskeleton, and we still don't have a personal roboport, which was also yeah, gears as well. So we need more batteries, we need more red chips. We actually need a lot more red chips at quality, which means we are going to get where's this? It's not there, it's in my inventory. From quality 1 to wrong way around. From it was the way that I was already looking at, wasn't it? Quality 1 to, yeah, from quality 1 to productivity 1. Take this, run it over the entire red chips build so we get a bunch of quality out of this thing. And yeah, I think it's about episode length. We are fine for rocket fuel, and we now have a machine that is going to be making, okay, that's copper, an amount of LDS. We should maybe put lights in this as well, because we are enjoying lights now. Where are we going to have lights? Lights, lights, lights. We're going to put some more lights around the place. That was a thing I wanted to mention, of which I'm realizing now is one of possibly the greatest misplays. I mean, we've had a number of misplays. This episode we've been hit by a train, we've died to biters once. I think the biggest misplay is we can set this color to be anything we like. And I think we're going to, I would like to keep it a bit of a blue tint. I might experiment with this a little more in between, but I would like to have a mostly blue tint, just to go like calm, relaxing Deathworld marathon vibes. I think we want that to be the standard color across all lamps in the base. And as I'm talking about things that I remembered that I should have done but haven't, let's go back over here and remember that one of the things we have that we also definitely want in various places is, yeah, this, we have a pile of decent grade refined concrete. And I don't know where we're putting paths yet, but we definitely want this area around this wagon crafting to be pleasant and accessible. And we also definitely want the area around this mall and this wagon crafting to be pleasantly accessible. And blue science? Actually, we don't care about the blue science. We care about this section of mall, because we're running around there a bunch. It would be good to tidy that up. And yeah, good things to give bots jobs. We've still got a ton of bots left over. We did not get towards making the silo today, which is a little bit of a shame. We did get under the silo, rocket silo. We have steel. We actually have all of these things. Is that true? We do not have the blue chips. The blue chips is the thing we need to make at bulk, which will be the thing, and also the only other remaining rocket component, because the rocket silo no longer uses RCUs. The rocket is made with processing units. So that's also the reason why we are putting, yeah, nearly 10,000 green chips on a train. We need to make this better. in fact, we need to get more iron mining. In order to get more iron mining, we will, yeah, probably pivot some of this, but maybe also, if we could, yeah, there's space here for rail stations to bring iron in and do more iron smelting to feed into this gear wheels thing. And there is also definitely space for efficiency, quality. This is the quality version. There's definitely also space for more copper mining here. That one, yeah, that one, there's kind of... there already wasn't a thing there. It's fine. So, that's a thing we can figure out where the smelting goes later. But we can have more copper. We can have more iron. We can do this wagon crafting thing. We want to unset this now because we don't want to be spending any more of that stuff. Then we can just get rid of, yeah, all these things want to be in the wagon craft. Actually, the productivity module doesn't. Yeah, we are... Actually, how many? 5? I don't want you to make more than one of those, so I'm going to keep a hand of some of these. I'm going to keep a hold of some of these red circuits. We are going to eventually accrue through this other fun sushi method. Even if we extend this, we can have just like a belt of iron, or maybe 2 belts of iron, and a belt of sushi steel of various qualities. It looks like the quality machine worked, which is surprising. I think we learned a thing about quality. We learned that I was wondering if we could downgrade particular quality components to use in lower quality recipes, and it doesn't look like we can, which is going to have a variety of interesting consequences. We are not at the point of needing... You know what? Bots can have the other reactor anyway. Here you go, bots. Have a reactor that I had in my pocket the whole time. You will need it. Then there were other... Yeah, this is more or less going, what other research are we going to tick through? I guess lab research is going to be a thing, explosive damage is going to be a thing. We don't have the military science for that yet. Oh yeah, and then weapon shooting speed. And then I guess we've got logistics robots, so we should do some of this stuff. There's research to do, but I don't think we'll need to. I think we'll be up to making processing units soon. Yeah, we're going to go destroy some bases. This is going to be the nice little outro thing. We should have a whole pile of weapons to play with. We don't have the destructor robots, but it's probably fine. And then next time, because we also already have a surplus of red chips around here in a way that is pretty fine. Not giving us productivity, but we are getting the quality bonus out of that, so that's nice. And we've got space anywhere around here to bring in a train of blue chips and then just start doing silo stuff. Or at least get to bring in a train of green chips, turn them into blue chips. The acid is also straight up just over here. We might need more acid, whatever, we can deal with that later. Yeah, let's take our vengeance for dying a couple of times, even though the biters had nothing to do with it.